Hello, and welcome to Fast and welcome to my channel. Welcome. All right, today I'm gonna give you my thoughts, my reaction to Married First Sight season 14, episode 16. Are you in or are you out? Cause baby, listen, let's start off with Noy and Steve. Cause Noy, I like you, baby girl, but you irritating with the show. Like I keep saying, it's like Steve, you want Steve to get a job. You don't want Steve to be unsure of himself. But yeah, it's okay for you to feel like that. Make it make sense. The contradiction for me, I don't understand. But anyway, let not get ahead of myself. Okay, so with Steve and Noy, pretty much Noy met with one of her friends that was basically counting down to decision day. She's like, well, how do you feel? She's like, oh, everything good. It's just the fact that he doesn't have a job and I cannot rely on that. Which, okay, I get that. That's fine. It is what it is. What she said, Steve the driver is like, okay, fine, yeah. But whatever the case is. So they had dinner. Come to find out, Noise like she's adamant about the fact that once decision day come, which I feel like they're gonna say yes, but she wants them to live separately. She did not say how long specifically, but she wants them to live separately after decision day. And then what's his name? Steve is like, no, I'm not too sure about that. But he's just riding with it. It's like, whatever you feel. It's like, but like, Steve, it's like, are you letting it hardly this marriage? But I guess it's not my marriage, so everybody have their own roles on who leads in a marriage. So I guess whatever works for you because honey, no, this girl, she's like, oh, I don't feel like he has full faith in me, and if he's still questioning me. I'm like, but are you not the same one that says you want to live separately? So the fact that he's hesitant about that you feel some type of because he doesn't 100% trust you. So like, make it make sense. You decided to marry a stranger. You had expert picked out to marry somebody legally binded. Yet now you don't want to live together after decision day. Make it make sense. Like, I don't know. Me personally, I'm like, girl, forget Steve with no job. Listen, he could get a job. Like he said, he could get a job anytime he wants to. So that's fine. You want to make a big deal? Oh, he financially and stuff. He said he got it, but now you don't trust him. It's like, like, somebody help me understand this, because with no one, I'm like her up and down, and then the man is sitting here designing. Hey, kudos to you, Steve, because I know you got that ring for free, because you make sure you drop that name at that website to design your wife ring. Because honey, I'm like, okay, for somebody that doesn't, you don't have a job, shoot, you ready to go ahead and buy her diamond ring, another one. So hey, you must have some type of money saved somewhere, because baby, because Noah's like, listen, I want 3 kids, and I need my partner to be with me. And I'm like, so make it make sense for me. No, you want 3 kids, no but, no if. But Steve is like, yo, let's have 1, maybe 2. Let's see how it goes before you adamant about them 3 kids, because financially, you can't support them. But you adamant about your 3 kids though, right? So if he's telling you, hey, I need you to help around the house, I need you to, let's split the chores, let's do this and that, you can't get mad at him about that. He's like, oh, I guess, listen, I'm not trying to be all judgy, because at the end of the day, it's not scripted, but it is highly edited to portray you a certain way. So I have to keep reminding myself of that. So it's just the way they're presenting you is like, girl, I'm looking at you sideways. It's like, but I had to remind myself that's not who you are. Who they portraying is not who you are in real life, and the interaction you guys I'm seeing is not exactly what transpired between you guys. So I had to keep reminding myself of that. It's just like, baby girl, But at the same time, it's like, okay, I get it. It is what it is. It's televised for a reason. It's entertaining. It is what it is. But listen, I already know y'all both gonna say yes, decision day. Listen, I already know what time it is with you guys. So hey, do what you guys gotta do. Do what's best for you guys. At the end of the day, it's not by no one else but you. So hey, what works for you guys works for you guys. Yeah, that ain't my business. I'm just giving my little commentary. It is what it is. Wish y'all nothing but the best. Beautiful lives, prosperity, health, and happiness for all the couples. Because honey, me personally on the show, if that was my family members, I seen the way how it make things seems like I look at you sideways for all of these couples, for all these individuals, because honey, no way. They are portraying to be some type of way like, girl, I know you cannot be like that. I know you got a little sass on you, but you cannot be so rock stern, my way or the highway, like, especially when it comes to marriage. Girl, that's where the biggest compromise come is be married to someone, like sharing a life with that person. It's like, girl. And Steve, listen here. Do what works for you and your household. That's all I could say. But I like you guys as a couple. I question Noi and her way she was being portrayed, her character being portrayed, but it is what it is. But honestly, it's just that's my biggest hiccups when it comes to you guys, is the fact that she's so like, it's my way and the highway, and don't tell me no better. If you don't got a job, financially you can't help me, you ain't contribute nothing. That's what it's getting. That's the vibe I'm getting. But let me know if I'm wrong, because listen, it's not about me being wrong. Let me know if my vibe, what I'm getting is wrong, because let me know in the comment section. Let me know, guys. Listen, what you guys think about this couple? Because ultimately, do you guys think they're gonna last? I can't say that, because let's just say this. Let's just generalize it. Do you guys think they're gonna say yes decision day? I don't want to put prediction on couples and be like, longevity wise, as much as I will say that, but it's not for me, because I am not in your day-to-day life. I don't interact with you guys, so I don't know you guys personally. I can't say, but decision day, I feel like y'all both gonna be like, yeah, let's do this. So it's just, listen, like I said, health, happiness, prosper to the best, communicate, do what you guys gotta do works for you, because everybody have their own niche, what works in their relationship, what works in their marriage. So kudos to you guys. That's all I gotta say. Just don't do that physical, emotional abuse thing. Listen, that's what it takes downhill for anybody, for any couple. Doesn't matter how strong your connection was at the beginning of the situation, but baby, once that started getting infected, that started really messing up really messing up situation. But that's really what I have to say when it comes to you guys, because no, baby girl, the way you are on the show for me is like, I can't say earth. It's just like, it made me question you. Like, girl, you doing too much. Like, you doing hella too much. Like, damn. But listen, it is what it is. I get it. It is a show. So best wishes to you guys. All right. So next couple we're gonna go to is Jasmina and Michael. All right, Jasmina, baby girl. Listen, I need you to listen. I said this since the beginning. Baby girl saw him, and she he ain't my type. But I'm gonna write it out and try to see if this could go anywhere. But listen, I'm more leaning forward out of here. But I'm willing to give it a chance. And Jasmine, get kudos to you, even though I call you Alicia 2.0. I kudos to you for sticking in there and your mindset changing, even though you were still stern based on what they was presenting me, but you stuck it out and try your best to work on the relationship, try to make it a better situation for you and Michael. But in this episode, you guys pretty much had dinner where you guys was discussing. He's like, okay, listen, I want a friendship. No. Retract, back. You had a conversation with a friend of yours. He was like, basically, do you have feelings? So he's like, listen, the feeling's not there. But one thing he said was like, so if he was a little more forward towards his feelings about you, how would you reciprocate feelings back. And he like, yeah, I would appreciate that, but he know how I am. He would never want me to feel uncomfortable. So I'm like, ding 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 ding. So you like, there's the whole contract thing with you guys. Is like, you told him you said he was too aggressive, so he trying to match your level. Now he's at the level you want him to be tone wise. Now it's like, oh, but I want him to like, girl. But listen, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, you this and that. It's just you, girl. You just gave the attitude like, dude, I'm just here for a good time and hang in there. And listen, let's see what he do. I know I ultimately ain't gonna go nowhere, but he spoke with his sisters. Pretty much, he's like, listen, I'm here for a marriage. I want a wife, not a friend, which I get. You guys had dinner. You guys went dancing. It was so cute. It just like, it looked so awkward to me. I was not like, they went dancing. To me, it was like more of a homegirl, homeboy vibe to me. I don't know. Like, I've been telling you, but like, I don't get that. I guess everybody's situation is different, but the vibe I'm getting from Michael and Jasmina is more like, hey girl, what's up? Hey, I can sit here and talk to you all day and night, but they don't have that. Listen, not to say sexual intimacy, sexual attraction is what holds a marriage. No, it's not. It's like the cherry on top of it. It's like the cream of the cream that makes it extra spicy, that make it extra sweet. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that with them, it seems like two brothers and sisters hanging out, having a good time, or two long friends, like they really don't have. One don't have no attraction to the other. The other one is like, it's like a friend zone type of thing. Like, you know, the other person is like, ain't feeling you like that physically, but emotionally, mentally, you guys vibe each other. You guys see eye to eye, but physically, the other person is like, nah, I ain't feeling like that. And what the other one is like, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance, baby. Let's say we could be great. We could take over. And that's Michael. And Jasmine's like, I'm trying, but I still feeling. I feel bad for Michael because she trying, but it's still not there. It's like, listen, Michael. That's why he said. I remember a couple of weeks ago. He says, listen, the reason why he is acting like that towards Jasmine because that's the way she's been acting towards him. So he's like, hey, since she's giving me that vibe, I'm gonna return that same vibe. So I get it, Michael, where you're coming from, but. Listen, I said what I said. I said she wasn't. She's like, I remember from that wedding scene. There's a little spark, a little tiny bit. I seen homegirl smile. Face just went from to she looked disappointed, like she missed out. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you know physical attraction is something that's really big, anything else you guys could overcome it. I feel like with Jasmina, one, physical attraction is big to her too, and the fact that they bump heads where his attitude towards her it was not what she was looking for did not help the situation. So the fact that, hey, physically you ain't her type and now you want to have attitude, she ain't down for it. Listen, decision day. I'm ready for the no from both of you guys, because I really honestly, like Jasmine said during the last cameo, she was like, listen, finally, my heart and my head are in the same space. I'm like, oh, girl, why you tell Michael that? Because I feel like Michael is more like, he really is like torn about the fact that she said, anyway, Jasmine always said she had her feelings more than him. So he's expressed himself more out there than she does. So I get that. So he's, honestly, I feel like he knows she's gonna say yes. So he's gonna say no. Michael really feel like Jasmine like not gonna say yes, so he be like no too, so he don't look embarrassed. But I feel like internally it's gonna kill him because he know she's a good one. Regardless of whatever issue is, she knows she's a good one. The fact that he know he tried his hardest and she still couldn't. And listen, you cannot blame somebody if they're not physically attracted to you, if that sexual tension, that sexual chemistry is not there. You can't force it. It is what it is. It's either you in sync, the eye contact, or you don't. It's either you guys see eye to eye, not on different levels, morals wise and stuff like that. Just like, I see you, you see me, let's go. Like, in that sense, it's like, if it's not there, it's not there. So don't try to force something Like he get it. You can't force somebody to be physically attracted to you. So like, listen, if I was kudos Jasmine up for sticking it out, but listen, you should have been done with this a long time ago because you stuck it out longer than I would have. But let's go to Olajuwon and Katina. So pretty much my take with Olajuwon and Katina with this episode was the fact that they had dinner, and Olajuwon basically still stuck on the fact that, hey, my ex-girl, she was in school. She said she could handle our situation and being in school. She couldn't. And I'm like, yo, Olajuwon, why are you sitting here? I guess it's a contradiction on my part too. It's like, why are you sitting here judging the girl based on what you did with somebody in the past? You cannot be judging someone else that you dealt previously with what you did when, especially this is a marriage. It's like, okay, so Olajuwon, what do you want? What do you want? You want her to be barefoot, pregnant, naked, and work? He said he don't really care. She works. She want to work. That's not a problem. But listen, honey, as a mother, that works. Honestly, being a mother, taking care of a household, it is hard. It's really hard than regular laborers. People don't understand that. Being a mother is a hard job. And then specifically, especially, like, I get that's the only reason why I'm not giving Olajuwon, as much as he has his ways, I'm not giving him slack because I get his mentality. Is because having a kid, juggling school and work, it is hard. It is hard. He is not saying that she can't do it. It's the fact that, are you prepared for that? Especially you went from, you only had to worry, me, myself, and I. Now you have to worry about his big ego, herself, and a potential kid, and a household. It's like, listen, say what you want to say about Olajuwon. The man said that's what he wants. If Katina is not aligned to it, she doesn't like that, she doesn't have to. She don't have to. And I hate people, especially things, I can't say hate. I don't like people be like, well, oh, you expect her to cook and clean and stuff. Oh, that's not what a wife do. That is not the definition of a woman. Listen, if that's what he wants, it's up to you as a woman. If you want to go ahead and be in that situation. If it doesn't apply to you, just zip and cut it out. Like, listen, if a man say he wants you to cook, clean, and whatever, the same way you be like, okay, I need you to have this and that, you make this and financial, whatever it is, you just say that. You give him what you want, he give you what you want, vice versa, whatever. So if you don't want, the same way, you don't like somebody, he ain't matching the right way, you dipped out. So that's the same thing when it comes to a man. He said, I'll expect a woman to cook and clean, take care of a household, take care of the kids. Listen, it's either you talk to that man and be like, hey, listen, I don't mind doing that, but I need some help. Because there are some men, they're going to put all the burns on you and expect you to still pitch in financially. That's a whole different breed of a man. But hey, that's not for me, because hey, you entitled to do what's best for your household. That's what you got to do. All I'm saying is this, do not sit here and judge people based on what, because that doesn't align to what you believe. Hey, that's what you want, works for you, kudos to you, it is what it is. That's it. I'm not gonna fault you. That's how you think. It is up to Katina if she doesn't want to do that. And you're like, oh, Katina, run, girl. I mean, if I've been in that situation, that's your business. If that's, she feels like, listen, we do not see every interaction for us to sit here and be like, girl, run, he's this, he's that. And listen, a lot of you guys are so stuck on want to sit here and judge people, label people, because that's who they truly are in life, without realizing, hey, there's a reason why this person is being portrayed the way they're being portrayed. Oh, don't be like, oh, listen, it's something called voiceover. Listen, when you in that field, there's a way that you could take a scene and make it seem like it's literally coming out of your mouth. People don't understand that, but they want to sit here and judge people because, hey, you such a da-da-da-da-da. Why are you still stuck? Listen, if the men want to still think like 1940, 1930, go ahead, do you. If that works for you, listen, there's someone for everyone out there. So trust and believe me, there's billions out there. So trust and believe me, there's someone that actually wants what you want, that's willing to deal with whatever you asking for. At the same time, there's people that's not willing to do that. So guess what? Stop judging the man based on what he wants. It is what it is. The same way a lot of you guys expect at least 6 foot, make 6 figures, and have his own house, no kids, blah, 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 blah. The same thing that's Snow White. She wants Steve to have a job. She wants Steve to cook, clean, and do everything else in the house while she do whatever she wants and do whatever she please. What's the difference? At the same time, I'm not gonna give her heat for that's how she. That is what it is. I'm just gonna be like, okay, I still look at, oh, you got suspect, but it's not for me to be like, oh, you wrongful, that meaning what you think is that that's not what. No, it's not, because that's who do you, honey, do what you guys got to do for you. But anyway, anyhow, but Elijah and Katina, I hope them nothing but the best for all the couples. Like I keep saying, wish you guys nothing but happiness and blessing, prosper, do what's best for you guys. Like he said, he's like, listen, I want you to be selfish. I want you to not think of, I gotta think for myself, because at the end of the day, people don't understand. Do not make decisions based on what's gonna make other people happy. We gotta make what's best for you individually. What can you? Are you, like Katina said? Katina said she knows he's a lot, and she's willing to deal with that. So deal with it or not, that's her business. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's like she says she knows he's a lot. So, baby girl, listen, don't listen to the naysayers, because people quick to be like, oh, those are my dogs. Like, no, honey, you don't know these people. Don't be like, listen, people you think are so good or gonna be together forever are the one are sitting here just pretending to be something they're not. Like, listen, I wish nothing for this couple. Even some of them are like, listen, if they don't make it, I won't be surprised. But at the same time, I wish y'all nothing but the best, because I feel like we are, as much as his personality is a little too strong for me personally, but I get where he's coming from. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and ridicule this man for his thinking, because at the end of the day, as long as you are transparent with yourself, you are self-aware, because at the end of the day, a lot of these couples are self-aware of their ability to know there are messed up ways, even though they may not like it. They are self-aware what's going on. And where a lot of us that's sitting here judging are not self-aware of our own doing in our own life, but we want to sit here ridicule other people. Like, no, make it make sense. You could ridicule them based just on the TV, but do not go and sit here criticize these people like you know these people, like you grew up with these people, like you know them from a day-to-day basis. Stop going to these people comments. Stop going to these people live, calling them up and calling them all type of names and saying things about them. Whatever TV show, fake or not, that's doing too much. Like, come on, guys. But best wishes to all you guys. I know I have any both gonna say yes, so congratulations, best you guys ever. All right, listen, Lindsay, listen, this girl. Oh my God, Lindsay. They had they as a couple, they all went out to play flag football, right? So. So what happened was, Mark ended up pulling a muscle, but at the time, listen, Lindsay was like, listen to this. Lindsay was like, yo, this is what happened when you pull a muscle. No, this is what happened when dehydrated. I was like, he fell down like a tree. I'm like, girl. Like, this is an example of you really, really do say you don't really like your husband, like for real. But she had a conversation with her friend. She was making little jabs in there. But it's just my whole thing with Lindsay that they were giving me is like, she smothered him. And the fact that she likes to ridicule him. And it's like, Mark doesn't like that, special as like she always want to say he's the only child, he doesn't like pressure, he doesn't like to deal with consequences. So why are you constantly be negative towards him? That's why he likes to be by himself. It's like every time he says something, he does something, you want to sit here and twist it around and make it seem like it is your way. Is like, is he's not doing it correctly? Dude been living by himself for, whether that's good or not, however you want to look at it, he been living well without you for over 37 years. So it is what it is. I will give her some props with the fact that he is still living in the past. Even though he said he want to move forward, he's still living the past. Like, they had dinner at his mom old apartment. He was like, listen, Lynch was like, give me $500 budget. Let me basically do a little makeover in the house. The apartment, the little paint, take out little curtains and little carpet here and there, do a little makeover. And then Buddy was like, nope, The only thing I could give you is maybe do a paint, but I want the dresses to stay. She like, why would I want the dress of your mom to be here? I'm like, oh my God. I remember last week, he was like, oh, I want to live in the same house that I grew up in. I'm like, what? What? You know, Lindsay is not going to go for them for that. But one thing I got to say though, Lindsay, for somebody that want to, I can't say this, but the way she's acting like she's all uppity and stuff, girl, you stay in a, what is it, in a studio, in a studio apartment, it seems like, and you want to criticize this man like, oh, you have this type of money, but you want to sit here, he cannot financially, he can't do nothing for himself, he needs somebody. Yeah, he says he needs help, but it's like, girl, as a wife, be supportive. Even though if you're not 100% agree with what he said, don't say it on television, especially make little slick comment. Whether it's happening at that time, it is not happening at that time, it still don't say it, because guess what, they will use that soundbite, they will use it toward a more fitting time when it happens. So it's like, girl, I know you know better than that. It's not like, listen, I wish you both will say no, but I think you guys are gonna give this a try and see how it works, and then maybe down the line, a couple months after, be like, nah, this isn't working, because you guys are not seen face to face when it comes to a lot of things. It seems that, like, Mark, honestly, I feel like Mark is leaning more towards no, but after he spoke with his friends, like, listen, this week you had a tough week. She been there for you like nobody else. Just stick it out. And I feel like he took his friend advice, where she's like, she could go either way. It's like, oh my God. But listen, like I said, I wish them nothing but the best. Regardless they decide to stay together, they don't. Listen, do what's best for you. It's just, we had to be aware of our own fault. We have to be self-aware of our own mistake, our own truth, our own demise, because we at times basically put our foot in our mouth by overthinking too much, by judging people, ridiculing people. We need to remind ourselves, like, hey, if the person is willing to give it a try, it's whether you be like, okay, that try they were giving is not the best, it's not what I'm looking for, move on and keep it moving. No need to force yourself in no situation. Nobody needs to be in any situation if you don't feel welcome, if you don't feel secure, you don't feel that sense of warmth, that feel of, and whatever feeling you're looking for, you don't feel it, don't force on nothing, because baby, you have one life to live. You gotta do what's best for you. Do not think about nobody else. Unless you got kids, you gotta think their safety first and foremost. So other than that, if you don't have no kids, you don't really care about nobody else feeling but yours. Even at time having kids, you gotta be selfish. So I wish you guys nothing but the best with y'all cats and all the couples. It's been a kind of boring season, but listen, you guys did it. The dramatic for me, the editing for me, I did a little too much, because honestly, you guys made it more worse than it needs to be. It sucks. The editing for me sucks this season. So, but hey, listen, I'm still gonna give it a try though. I'm still gonna give it a try for next season, because I'm still waiting for the shenanigans, guys. But thank you guys so much for tuning in for Married at First Sight, season 16, season 14, episode 16. Are you in or are you out? Because baby, this couple needs to be out. Okay, later.